Okay, well, hello everyone. I'm going to test Nvidia, shadowplay slash recordiness thingy, which according to some guy on YouTube whose name I can't currently remember, is really good. And here is the latest patch of Star Citizen. It's been a long time since I did one video of this, and they've added a bunch of stuff. Well, no, they've added Hey, I don't remember that helmet being there. Well, yes, there have been at least 2 patches. The first one, well, the most recent one, let's say, added Oculus Rift support, but I don't have an Oculus Rift, so that really didn't make much difference. Wonder if I should buy some fish with the credits they gave me. I mean, it's like one of those few things that you don't really worry about it disappearing later on, but before I was using OBS, Open Broadcasting Software, which is quite useful for Twitch stuff and whatnot, but it's a little bit on the well, the quality isn't great. This seems to be working really well. I'm actually running at pretty much exactly the same speed I usually do, which isn't exactly perfect. Ever since I got, my Aurora, it's been just a little bit too much for my poor little 660 to handle. But they've added a lot of sound effects, although they accidentally removed the I love how they have like all the little sound effects for every single ramp. That's awesome. But they accidentally seem to have seemingly accidentally removed the sound effect for the entrance door to the Freelancer. That's not so good. But they appear to have shrunken the area in which you can actually press use to get out. So that makes it easier to hopefully eventually be able to open this thing. Whatever that is. And the big change that they added in the patch before the Oculus Rift patch, since I don't have an Oculus Rift. Hey, whoa, what? No, hey, tables. Oh my god, they folded up the tables. What the hell? Ah! Holy shit! Ah! Sweet. Oh my god. That's awesome. You can, well, I mean, it's pretty cool. Ha! Okay, so they have changed the interior of the Freelancer in more ways than I had originally thought. You can now lower the eating slash the tables where presumably you'll eat when you have this panel folded up and look at stuff when you have it folded down. You still can't get into the shower slash head, but I mean, it's not like it's actually useful for anything. The fact that it has it in there at all is just to make this thing into a actually plausible space vessel. Well, sci-fi space vessel, plausible within a world in which people still have to shit. Yeah. And so they have... God, I love the detail in this game. Look at that. They're like screen, and I'm pointing at the screen, which is kind of stupid, but yeah, that screen there, it has hinges that allow it to fold up into the ceiling, and it has a little compartment in the ceiling where you can see that it folded up, but sadly, the people in beds 1 and 3 don't get anything to entertain themselves, and don't even have a, privacy screen slash thing to keep you from falling out of your seat. I wonder if these pillows are, stuck to the beds. They should be. Right. But here's the big change, the Freelancer, in the patch before, the patch previous to the Oculus Rift patch, which is, you can now see directly in front of yourself when sitting in the cockpit seat. Yes, you can now see directly in front of your vessel. This was kind of a serious issue before because, yeah, the Freelancer isn't a combat ship, so you shouldn't necessarily have awesome spectacular visibility, but not being able to see directly in front of your spaceship, or vessel, any vehicle really, when you're piloting it mostly by visual, is pretty much disastrous. Well, disaster waiting to happen anyway. So yeah, the Freelancer now looks, at least the cockpit now looks like still looks like a, you know, freighter, right? You can't really see very well everywhere. You can see at the top, you can see at the sides quite well, and you can, but now you can actually see directly in front of you, which is something that every ship should have. And also, I think they increased the quality of the textures in the cockpit now. Like, I don't know, the metal just looks a little bit more real somehow. God, look at that. It's so detailed. I love it. It's just beautiful. God, I can't wait till I get my Caterpillar. Ah, look at that metal texture. Holy crap, it's so high res. God, it's beautiful. Lovely. Alright. So those were the main changes. Well, the main changes in the patch previous to the Oculus Rift patch were removing the Christmas decorations, and massive, apparently large updates to the Cutlass, which of course I don't have. But let's see, what else? Oh yes, well, they added persistence. I don't know if that's new, I can't remember, but I don't think they added anything to the Aurora. Let's check it out, huh? Huh. Oh, little steps don't make clicking noises. I'm sure I'm glad I got my 315p. Those clicking noises are just the best thing ever, you know? Let's see. The chair has a little bit of clipping animation error. Nothing that I would even really be bothered by in an actual full retail game, though. And unfortunately, the controls are still fucked up a bit. At least on the Aurora. Definitely need to touch this up again later on. Especially if we're going to be seeing that animation with the chair over and over. I definitely want to fix it at some point with the level of realism and immersion they're going for. What was the third-person camera? Right, F1. Now, you can't really see it very well in here, but no, that's something they added a while ago, I think. Yeah, okay. Let's get in the frickin' seat. Bedtime. Sleepy. Ah, yes. The Aurora Legionnaire with its horrible, horrible view from the bed. Oh. Well, here's a problem-ish. Somewhat problematic thing. They've now made it so that you cannot move your head at all while in the bed. That's a bit disappointing. Hopefully they'll change that back eventually. Oh god, I'm clipping through the ceiling. Yep. Definitely something they need to take a look at some point. Definitely, seems to me, that kind of stuff is something you could do post-release. I mean, they probably will try to fix some of these things, considering it's one of the biggest deals about this game is its immersive, you know, going into spaceships thing. I wonder if these are supposed to be screens. Right. Okay, let's check out the 315p. God, I think they changed the paint job a little bit, or maybe it's just that I haven't actually seen the 315p until since I was in the discount hangar, since I had to trade it in to get my Freelancer. But I have looked at it before, so, well, since I got it back, I don't know. Well, whatever. 315p. You can still jump on the out wings and stuff, and it's pretty awesome overall. It's got wheels. I'm still not really clear on how the Freelancer is supposed to use those pivots on its wings, because they seem like really big pivots for small wings, but the wings have lots of missiles on them, And the landing gear are also on the wings, on the pivoting part. So if they're supposed to be for landing, well, that's an issue. Because the landing gear will be sideways when the engines are pointing towards the ground. Am I? No. Wow. Oh. Haha. That is cool. I thought I was clipping through the wing, but actually I'm just somehow in between this little weird little... I guess it's a sort of support strut, because, I mean, there are missiles on this wing, so it needs to be able to support some weight. And I like my 315p and its engine. I can't get back in now. Crouch. There we go. Alright. What's happening? Oh. Okay. I wonder when they're going to add the bed. Oh. Let's see. Nope. Okay, not yet. Still sitting on my seatbelt. I sure hope they add a animation for putting your seatbelt on. But, I don't know. There's like... Part of the problem with this is that, you know, there's all these things that they add for immersion, but at some point it's like, immersion versus... It needs to be dynamic for it to actually be immersive. Like, if you're in a hurry to take off... Oh, they changed the view. It's like closer to the... It's closer to... It's like farther forward, and they've removed the... Or it's either farther forward, or you just can't look around as much, because I can't see my feet anymore. Huh. Yeep, yeep. Yes. Alright. So let's take Scott Manley down to the, okay. Yeah, good. They fixed the ladder. Scott Manley is now going to go down to the shooting range, yes. Star Scott Manley. Now here's something new that they added in the Cutlass patch as well. Not the shooting range itself, but I have to go into first. Oh, I cannot really see this thing in third person. Alright. Now let's see, I'll get my... What shall I use? I'll use one of my bulldogs. Unfortunately, the number of weapons that you can actually use on this shooting range thing is still rather limited. It's only fighter-sized weapons and only fighter-sized energy weapons. Alright. Let's see. That was a glitch, wasn't it? On the ground there? Yeah, okay, so... Well, there's no HUD, but now they're moving moving thingies, and also a whole bunch... It seems like those decals weren't there before. But yeah, you can practice shooting moving targets now, which is nice, as, you know... More practice for the, whenever the dogfight module comes out, which I kind of hope is before the next release of Dwarf Fortress, or I don't know. Actually, I really don't hope either way. I just hope one of them has a release soon, because Dwarf Fortress hasn't had a release for almost 2 years. I think it's like 1 3/4 years now, and that's really disappointing, because the more it's torture. It's like you read the frickin' devlogs and Toady talks about, oh, today I killed a kid and then their mother decided to scream and spit at me. And, well, I don't actually plan on killing kids. The fact that it's become that reactive within the adventure mode is something that I just... What is that reflection of? Graphical glitch. Is something that I just would really, really love to be able to play with. Freaking adventure mode has needed a upgrade, and I'm really glad that he's finally doing it. And it sounds awesome. Alrighty then. Wasn't there something you can... Oh, right. I found out you can actually just drag stuff. You don't have to remove it. You can... Oh yeah, there's also this box of stuff you can't use, which is kind of interesting. We've got a holster on a thigh pad. I think it's a holster. It actually kind of looks like part of a gun, but pretty sure it's... Oh. Well, it's probably a holster, but it's not necessarily supposed to be looked into at this close of an angle. Fingerless gloves, pads, and 2 different types of boots. That's probably parts of that privateer outfit. I don't know why that's there exactly, though. So I've been thinking if I should, whether I should get some fish with my credits they gave me, or a tool table or whatever. Now let's look at the one last thing. This isn't really new, but god damn, this thing is long now. Yeah, this is kind of boring, isn't it? Okay, so you can kind of see the backs and tops of the ship from here, though. Not much new here, but I don't know, maybe you'll find something you haven't seen before. I'm not really. Yeah, well, hopefully the freelancer is cleared up. I've asked devs about it before in the chat roll and stuff. I don't think I've really got a overly solid answer. The asteroid hangar is supposed to come out soon-ish, or in the not too distant future. And maybe some... Oh! Here's something weird I found. Okay. The Freelancer's guns, right? Oh, speaking of Freelancer, weird things on the Freelancer. Let's see now. Oh, crap. Well, yes. That gap that was here before has thankfully been fixed. I don't remember which patch that was, but yes. There's this trophy case that I don't have any trophies for. What was it? Here we go. If you remove the weapons from the Freelancer, which by the way are only the guns, all those missiles are apparently decoys. Yes, so remove the weapons from the Freelancer and then stick them back on. Nope. Come on, Freelancer, where are you? No, wait, that's the wrong side. I'm just going to stick them both on this side so we can see them. Something strange happens. Well, no, now it's not happening. Okay, let's do it exactly the way I did before. Take them off the Freelancer. Well, let's see now. It only happened... It happened to me the last time when I put it on this side after taking it off, but I put it on the shooting gallery thing, and then took it off and put it back. Yup, there it is. What the hell is that thing? Seriously. It looks like the normal gun, except that it has a whole extra model attached to it. I have no freaking idea what that is. And it disappears when you exit and then join again, even though, you know, the persistence thing and whatnot. So that's pretty confusing. I do kind of hope at some point that they add more of those greater variety of the advertisements, because hey, it It actually has the model and everything. What? This is so bizarre. Bearing Mark 6, bearing Mark 6, laser. Well, I hope I can get more lasers for my freelancer, because it's got that whole extra mount in the bottom there. I don't know. Hopefully someday we'll be able to figure out what the hell this thing is. Other than art. I wonder if this little thingy is supposed to, like, go inside and the little door closes or something. The thing on the top looks like a door. That'd be cool. And what are we going to do with that hole in the bottom, or the compartment? Well, yeah, okay, I'm just babbling now, so I think I'll end it here. Yep, and hopefully my audio actually recorded, because that would really suck balls if I've done this all for nothing.